Argentyna, na który zapraszają i Tomasz Jasina, a wieczorem o 21:00 finał Euro 2020, starcie Włochów z Anglią, więc będzie to dzień pełen piłkarskich emocji. Mamy nadzieję, że
he and Ederson trust to choose either of those options. Both wonderful goalkeepers. I think the big surprise would have been if he'd left. Chase on for Danilo. Well, made sure he wasn't getting there by hook or by crook from the left and posed more of a threat at Argentina will look to exploit. Thiago Silva looked a little bit slow in the semi-final success against Peru at times. In the semis. There was a fair amount of back chat in that semi as Very just a helping hand in making that decision. Everyone's desperate to get the upper hand. The first part of the game is so important to try and become the dominant team. Those decisions can be crucial. Piece of skill already by Neymar. Just the flick, the touch, the awareness. The Salso never getting anywhere near. The last competitive meeting between the sides came in the semis of the Copa 2 years ago. Brazil winning 2-0 in Belo Horizonte with goals from Gabriel Jesus and Roberto for individuals, but not being able to come together as a team. You don't really tend to notice because he's just went to ground early. Lodel forwards, charged down by Everton Suarez. Paqueta running into. Just mentioning that the respect teams are showing each other by thickening up in the middle of the pitch. Free kick. That was raked down his shin. Paqueta leaves it for. There's a challenge on the ankle of Montiel, then there was a potential kick to the face and closed him down. Now Messi and danger. Rodrigo de Paul. Maria, Messi, they've worked that well. First real time we've seen that little circuit of quick, sharp midfield. I think Everton was expecting it to go out and it didn't. Brazil have it. Just over. I said Argentina had the ball and the Brazil penalty here and in the opening of this game. Both teams quite content to go to ground. Big switch to pick out Acuna. The top man at CONMEBOL, Alahan, too long at Heathrow to clear the border force, who perhaps unfairly was seen as a bit of a liability at times at the back when he was with. He was half a yard offside, but I did watch the assistant. He didn't give it at first. He waited. Only once. 7 previous games between them in the Copa played in Brazil. The hosts have never lost. Right bracket. Are they on course to end their long trophy down? They haven't lifted a title. As Ederson comes out just to try and get closer to him, make it difficult, he just leaves them. Didn't expect them to pass through the middle. Wonderful play. Brazil 2 half chances with direct passes, and that again, it's a long pass. It's because they've got different ways of finding a way through against sides. They can. You're going to do it successfully. It can't always be the same player. It can't always be. 17 wins, 9 draws. They've only lost 2. They know they've got the players. They know they have the ability to get back into this game, to score a goal at any moment themselves. What they do need to do. Casemiro back to Fred. Paqueta. And Casemiro's hit is. But Emi Martinez appears to have solved that particular. The character to give it out to the penalty takers and just try and put them off the. Some people might not like that or appreciate that, but I think it shows your character. During the 4 weeks of the competition, scored 4 goals. Casemiro looking for... Yeah, they've worked this well. Montiel on the overlap. It's still Di Maria! Nearly broke for Lautaro.
He's such a confident player, Di Maria, and he's full of it at the moment. Being played in by Fred. Fred always looking to find a little pocket of space, a shorter pass away from the rebound. I'll be trying to get him on the ball as much as possible.
Since that defeat, across those 30 matches that they haven't lost, they've kept 10 clean sheets, conceding just 4 goals. They've been... I mentioned earlier that there was some chat about whether Eder Militao, asking for the free kick, but I think that was good defending from Marquinhos.
Yeah, it was. It's not easy to thwart when he's running at full pace like that, Messi.
Drive him crazy, and that he reckons they're going to fight the whole game if it happens. Well, just over half. Success with his country. He was injured for the 2019 Copa America success, but is still having no joy despite switching from right to left.
Yeah, he just can't at all. I don't think I've mentioned Paqueta's name as yet. They need to get a grasp of this game quite quickly.
Lionel Messi hoping to end
35 minutes. They've had more control of the game. They seem to have had more of
tactics from Colombia, saw them come into the game and force it to a penalty shoot.
They probably got a point. To be honest, the referee doesn't necessarily need to stop this game. Kicks the ball, maybe twists his ankle a touch. But it's a very dangerous situation, again, from just such a wonderful piece of officiating as well. He's down that left-hand side. He's had to do much more defending in this first half.
Today, Brazil had kept 10 clean sheets in their last 13 games, conceding just 4. 5 minutes to go until the break then at the Maracanã, and Angel Di Maria's wonderful really have these days. It also means that Brazil can't press up as high in midfield as they normally do.
Pace in and around him, but I think he gives you so much more as a player, as a leader. Certainly not hindered them up until this point. That generally spills into every single decision, every single tackle, every single claim before he gets going, before he gets into his stride.
Danilo.
Oh, it's a brilliant ball by Richarlison.
Yeah, now Messi lost in an absorbing, if not action-packed first half. Title, Angel Di Maria with the only goal of the game so far. So, welcome back to the Maracanã.
Brazil have been anywhere near it in the first half, so I think he had to make a change. He had to think about how to affect the game.
Between the nations in that semi-final success for Brazil at this stadium. Scaloni, along with a lot of the other great and good of the game, said that Messi doesn't need to win.
Was impressive. He's carried it on here this evening in the final. He's
America success once again, 28 years.
I'd like to see it again. Oh, I'll take that back. It was Richarlison's foot that played the ball out of the field. Really good strength
To nudge Casemiro off the ball, which is no easy feat.
It's not. It's the kind of space that
Brazil wants it. Still Richarlison. Here's Messi.
It's fortunate it's only a yellow. Such was the impact. I'd be interested to see where about the stud.
Marquinhos. To double up on him. It came off the inter-forward last.
It's just a
Celebrations are short-lived.
Again, it was a really late flag back. Yard offside.
From both of the Argentine and Brazilian football.
Him being on a yellow card, potentially going down to 10 men. He's had a pretty good game.
Easily wanted.
I just think his first touch just got away from him momentarily, just made it equal to it. They're getting chances now, Brazil, just starting to grow into the game, getting up.
Here's Everton. Charleston's suddenly become their go-to.
Just allowing play to continue, you're allowing potential for dangerous play.
Tite making the change as he tries to change the course of this game and can work it onto Messi.
Seems desperately trying to win the ball, back for the opposition. Brazil have been a lot better in the second half.
Thiago Silva. Neymar took the contact, and then did he make contact on Rodrigo de Paul? Well, the free kick has gone Argentina's way. And de Paul is making it very clear that he was caught in the face.
I think Argentina players, wasn't by much, but certainly enough.
They get a lot more lines than we do in the Premier League.
By Richarlison.
Lo Celso. Almost an hour played then at the Maracanã. This intense rivalry. Martinez's touch wasn't the greatest you've ever seen.
Just wonder if they've just overexerted themselves in the first part of this. Well, that was when the Maracanã was full to the brim. Huge support. Slightly different at the moment with
Vinicius Junior, who has hardly had any game time. The Real Madrid winger looks like he's about to be chapped on as well by Brazil. So Vinicius Junior for Brazil. From Thiago Silva. And it will be a gift of a corner for Argentina. Ederson can... Messi. Di Maria will chase.
I don't say this very often about Messi, but I just think he just...
Di Maria gives it away. Vinicius Junior trying to poke it to Neymar. Di Maria
trying to buy that free kick. Had an awful lot of ground to make up. Neymar side of the field.
Messi was Marquinhos. Paqueta dispossessed. It's a good squeeze from Argentina, although...
Side. Made sure, took the cynical foul, took the yellow card.
Appeal for much.
Not an awful lot in that one.
There he is, Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, who will be hot-footing it.
As I said, I think you're going to see this an awful lot for the remainder of this game. Anytime there's a coming together, anytime there's...
Frenetic.
Yeah, it's... to the wall at the moment for a want. Stop, start, slowing the game down. Bookings for the opposition.
Back it goes from Montiel. Romero, who missed the line. Renan Lodi. Neymar
Off the ball, Paqueta drifts in behind. You thought for a moment he was going to get another important goal for his team. Really don't want to lose to each other, do they?
That looked like a very, very risky decision.
Certainly a strong challenge. Opportunities at times to skip away, and then they're trying to go
forward. Scored in all of his last 3 games for Argentina. Here's Di Maria.
Made a great header.
On the charge now is Firmino, tried to thread it through for Neymar. Di Maria doesn't get the throw. And here come those changes as Gabriel Barbosa,
But on the 2 offsides, they haven't really troubled.
Marquinhos. Both sides came into this game with their most recent defeats coming against. He saw nothing untoward there. Collected though by Vinicius Jr. No way through. It will be a throw. Andres Cunha is the man watching the replays this evening. Guido Rodriguez, as he started to go down in agony, but then still made sure he wagged his finger to make it clear it wasn't.
Paul with a decent enough pass, probably expected it to get cut out by Renan Lodi.
Suffered heartbreak in so many finals as well. They've lost the last 6 finals they've played. To do it in Neymar's backyard.
Or 5 of those to make sure he came away with victory today.
Just a reminder that while we didn't have
Ever so well this evening.
in it goes. Well, Paul, Messi wants it back. Here he is. Is this his moment? Who will have the chance from a free kick here?
Messi at the other end, a wonderful counter-attack. And this game should be done and dusted. Messi should be put.
Flies. How about that though from him? 2 additional time.
Brazil just need to keep the game flowing.
Charge. Nearly 3 years at the helm now, Lionel Scaloni, after the resignation of...
Opportunity to pass it into the back of the goal. The strange thing is he's just seems to take his eye off the ball, and
He's stuck out a boot there. It's a real scrap.
men out there in an Argentina shirt dictated the play, got about.
It will be an Argentina throw, and they're nearly there.
From side to side, but still not really troubled. Martinez in goal. Barbosa shot. 5 or 10.
Elation for Argentina. This is Lionel Messi's moment. He hasn't scored in the... who had their opportunities, but the full-time score, Argentina won.
Bill denied them any midfield possession, made sure that they couldn't go through that area of the field. Fantastic. I thought Otamendi was top-notch as well. Well, it's been a long time. Usually expect that when you come to these occasions, the biggest players usually stand up and deliver. For 5 or 10 minutes before that, again from that moment, the counter-attack really well. Fulham.
Jeszcze ktoś czwarty doskakiwał. Tutaj mamy ewidentną supremację tych dwóch ekip. To nie jest dobra wiadomość. Neymar, świetny też turniej.
Bywa dzisiaj tytuł i Lionela Scaloniego też trzeba pochwalić za to, że myślał dzisiaj w trakcie. Kto wie, czy Argentyna nie kończyłaby w osłabieniu, a wtedy różnie mogłoby być. Natomiast teraz...
Rzadko się swoją drogą w dzisiejszych czasach